V1。ただここでロングシムが出てくる。さあリジェクトレーションも体力残していない状態。ディバインに対してのキルロンシム回収。ヒールはできた。さあロンシムの間に挟まれてデュエロが脱落で倒れる。イメディとロンシムのチェンタルがここはリジェクト落ち。その後に控えていたロンシムと
4&V, this is a good opportunity. Look, the fact of the matter is, 17 limbs, they've not done too terribly in the last 3 matches. Up to 18 points, they're holding a lot of space. Doc gives this live for the rest of the team. A lovely shot from Baron. Now one more left remaining, and Reefus looks to finish it off. And it's 4&V with 23 eliminations and a chicken dinner on our last angle of the day.
Face up against Xavier.
Needs come through as well. RQ forced to a nice little corner of the compound. Xavier has a lot of space to work with. There's RQ forced out of the compound as well. One member rushing away for their lives, and Nace T quickly takes away Hazel, takes away Lapar as well. My god, this guy is on fire right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome your PMSL C-Spring 2025 champions, Xavier! Go! This is your PMSL C-Spring 2025 champions!
Long-range specialist, but put him in the boiler. And let's see what he's got. 3 players close by. Law the first to face. Razak standing up. Gets taken down, and it's a 1v3. First is taken out. Vexy has health. No way! Spotted through the smoke, sprayed low. Little boy on the back line, dead center on the circle as Vexy approaches the rock. Little boy making the dash to try and back it up. DPS in hand, they're playing one side of the rock. Vexy gets clipped here, low HP, and he will need these shots to fly, but it will not come through. Influence Rage, right over the ridgeline, and Point Donkey ID plays second.
Galaxy push round, like I said, it's a fantastic push from them. They cut out D+, they weren't expecting it. It's a great push out, unlike what we just saw, unfortunately, of an 8 will take down EXO. Aether, the laser, in that front line.
Magnificent backline nade, spots the player in the smoke. Enigma Galaxy rack up 10 elims now blank. They've got 3 players alive against 2 solos. This should be a chicken dinner and a chance for them to give us just into Westrock. I mean, he's moved onto the inside, right? And he's gonna have to hop out the window. That's dangerous. Diminor drops down into the sidelines of Snowix, and that's an easy pickup. No 1v1 to be spotted. They know Westrock's in the tower. Redox can move across the road, hop out if you dare, but I don't think he's even gonna get that far. And it is 12. And in the meantime, RCB may be a little bit too wide on their split, a little bit too bold here. Sara looks to try and control, but not going to stop the flush coming through either way. That leaves only Influence Rage to the 4-player team as the west side and the south start to resolve.
They're pouring on through over towards Alpha 7. They take a couple of knocks on their way out, who are healthy as anything. Lovely play from RTB.
Wrap it on up, but with the last player to stand, the nade at his feet will send him skyward, and it is now 3v3. It's actually maybe 2v2. RCB lose one. Sara did go down. Now Silas and Loxy trapped on the inside. The circle closes dead center on this.
I mean, I think Silas there just forgot to recall Sara back in the front.
Yeah, little boy spotted as well. Silas standing tall for RCB. Rumbani finds the third as well. The old-time champ steps up for another performance. GG.
That was an unreal play. Silas silences the opposition, and they come away with a chicken dinner.
大残在烟雾当中只需要混扫，而 LGD 直接来到防区来争夺属于他们的分数，这是直接竞争对手之间的对话。 先秒掉了青雉，率先被淘汰的是天霸。那这样的话 ，King 最终也是倒在了阿福的枪下。哇，这场比赛的节奏变化就是阿杰的这颗手雷，一雷3响过后呢 ，LGD 是直接将自己的矛盾对准到了在圈内的防区当中。最后的决赛圈，随着格子的倒地 ，LGD 4打1。准备的位置一直没有漏过声音。出枪了，放到了小边，放到了阿福。最后一个，猫猫开始往前顶，但自己的受击值已经是一个一半的状态。这个时候一定要小心，因为高点防区的队友是帮不上忙的。赶紧放个侧身烟，而对方的火也来到了经典的位置，要找他 battle。干拉秒掉了猫猫，不会吧？还有名场面！这场比赛已经出现了2个一传3了，来自于决赛圈。之前是阿杰的手雷一雷定乾坤，而来到了决赛圈的贝也发挥出来。两边1打1，阿福这个位置没有被补掉，他可以往前爬，帮队友找一下信息。看看林扎了一颗手雷，炸残了贝的血量。从血量上来讲的话呢，林莎这边是优势的，但是要看梅花桩，梅花桩在贝的身后，跟着阿福，阿福往前爬，帮你找位置，再找。双方都在找，贝的位置好像被锁得很死，但他主动往前干拉，最终林莎站了起来。这场比赛让我们恭喜 LGD 收下胜利，恭喜 LGD。
As he does get exposed. Maybe Regioso sneaking up here with the UMP was the play. There we go. Random Karya now down to 2.
And that's the thing that we were talking about. I think Random Karya knew that there was going to be 2 teams just being passive. Here we go, the push from Reject. Raul is going to end up getting knocked. Is he going to be able to confirm that elimination? He's not going to be able to, but now he's going to have to back up. And there it is for Random Karya. Beautiful, beautiful play by Regioso as he continues on with the off angle.
Congratulations, you can leave the trophy now. Congratulations, go on. It's your trophy. You had a great path into this. Congratulations.
And there you have it right there, Reject.
Their way, Falcon on high health, but Groza not so lucky. He's been in plenty of scrapes so far, has 9 elims on the game. He might be looking for the 10th here as Admin goes down on the high ground and the blue zone pushes. That's going to envelop him, and no way that he's going to get rezzed here by Don on the low ground. Can't make his way back up, and that's another point added to the tally for Groza. He's on double digits, all on his lonesome, but in a 1 versus 3, it's Don the last to stand. Steps up, position revealed. Spray down from Falcon, has to hit the deck. And on the low ground, he wants the double ones on the board, but it's Falcon to take the final shot, and it's Hellions to roll up to the hillside and take everything that they want.
There, but you're sort of waiting for this stage 2, honestly.
Shroud spotted, takes some shots, and actually nearly takes a knock over towards Ego players. Oh, hello. Here they come for the refrag, maybe. Looking for it. 1 down, 2 as well. There's brilliant backup from the sidelines. Go, keeping things together. They did manage to find that knock, but there's no way they can go for this.
A potential 2nd place available. Hide behind the loot crate. Not a terrible idea, but no HP to make it happen. And Goat's coming through.
The zone will not go onto the inside of this building, so they just have to wait, but they don't even want to do that. First goes through and in through the door frame, a 1v2 on the door, maybe, but Ego can hold the outside. The rest doesn't come through, and nobody's back in. A 1v1, but it is still the center of the circle, and it's a Groza picked up, a refresh on the armor, and Ego has all the cards to play with, but a res is possible.
How is my guy alive? Nobody attempting to redeem himself for that self-nade earlier on. Ego not playing to his namesake. This is a little bit cowardice. Has the P90, should be able to make it happen. The smoke blooms too late, and it will be Go taking the first chicken dinner of an exciting prelim.
They didn't need to push on in. They were
right now to the 63.
Over the top we go with the 721 aggressors on to upgrade. 1 for the spray down rollout. Butcher is traded off as Buzz is there. Oh my goodness! With the backup from the sidelines there, Molodoi holds down the pin. As well, this is nasty for Upgrade's tempo. Molodoi though, holding holding his nerve time and time again for this roster, and they've got to be happy to have him on side. The dropout wise just a little bit too bold though, as Gigante does have a little bit more gas left in the tank. The roll down from Rusas to keep Molodoi safe. They want to stay as 4. Buzz is on a mission of his own, as he's going to careen on in towards Zeptos and make him.
Do they see him though? Has to step up, knows his time is limited, gets a couple of tags through. Now Molodoi runs out into the nade from Rusin. A double, 1 left remaining. They know the building he's in.
They know he's on the top floor too. Down the stairs he goes, pump action into the smoke for Rusin's there.
Ability of the Fenerbahce chicken dinner. Unless he takes him apart! There's no way!
Goes long, a sweep out wide in the buggy as well. You see him hit the floor, maybe a side swipe angle towards Rex, and there's the air burst from Molodoi. It's all up the domain, and he will wilt under the pressure on Upgrade. Another chicken dinner today, and that is how you bring it back. A resurgent.
Very cool.
Anyway, we've got a hot drop. Let's tune back into this. Let's race on into the action with the 721 aggressors. This hot drop happened yesterday. It was won by the 721 aggressors. R8 now trying to take this one back in control, and it looks like they're going pretty well to start off with. It's Butcher, the MVP from the previous tournament, to try and keep things together for the 721 aggressor. Marth is down, but there's no refrag, and this time around, R8
with little to no combat back against them, you know, there wasn't too much defense against it, so there's certainly a possibility here with Goto taking place.
Very happy about that one. Top goes down for Akisaiba. R8 taking control with his golden side flank. They've been sweeping through this game, and as I said earlier, they've shifted into gear.
Look, these certainly moves over towards them anyway. Mark will find Symphony, leaving it into a 3v1, which I think it should be fairly doable now for R8.
Zeptimus with the spray towards Marth, does connect for the first, but Marth sidesteps the rest. Zeptimus taking damage all the while through the smoke. The low ground rotate, and R8 close it down. The clear play style working out well, and today is a revitalized start for the R8.
Possible and fair enough to them because they're trying to get placement points out of this game, but for Akisaiba they just have the best position on the map easily.
Guliang up to the wall, but straight out into the open. Yeah, there's nothing you can do. Chance, nobody trying to go for that challenge. Ron around the wall against Precious in the close range fight. Ron goes down, and Nepex trying to turn this one around. They've now got the center of this circle. In the meantime, Divergent with the fight off in the distance against nobody. So Divergent could change this. It's a 2v1v1, but Precious goes down, and there's only one now left for Nepex.
Good volley, force him into the corner. Might touch him as well, actually. There he goes forward. It's not enough. Svenster needs to get involved, but he's dealing with Cube right now.
Oh, Mukesh tries to make the break wide, but it is Admin now. 2v1. They have a hovercraft there available that he can hop in towards, but it's all up to Cube. For Divergent, can they find the chicken dinner here? They were denied it last time around in a catastrophe of events, but Zvezda now with a challenge. Doesn't connect. The pump action for Cube. Wants to try and cut through them, but through the smoke has to hop out wide. The challenge isn't good, and it is Akisaiba pulled all the way from the back lines. Stage 5 under control, stage 9 a simplest. Yesterday, playing the 721 aggressor, looking to try and run on through R8. One of the big hopes here in this tournament, losing on Sanok, not a great start for them, but they still have time to pull this one back together. They have had first blood drawn against them, but they can turn it around and look for it. Unfortunately, a second has fallen. And look at this wide swing. 2 players, 3 players sending on in, and the 721 aggressors with a home ground advantage up against Prestige now, trying to hop around, but he's going to be cut down in the process. And the 721 aggressors lay claim to Paradise Resorts.
Admin, actually. So, yeah, it's a little bit disappointing so far. 721 aggressors, though, getting into the thick of it.
Ooh, not having a good time there, though. Aggressor goes down, Butcher's next. Britan looking to make up for his follies in the previous match over on Sanhok. Able to pick up that flush, make sure that that one is confirmed. Yonik is close by, knows that the other player's rolling into his sidelines, turns around to try and deal with it, but Spidey has his number. There's backup short from the rest of Exotics, but can they get there in time to stop Britan getting flushed?
You know, funnily enough, I think the green PBS that actually popped out the plug-in. That is a fantastic shot from
No, so they have a lot of reses that they can potentially pick up. Britan marking Spidey to try and make that call all the harder. Just a little bit long. He has got another, needs to cook it just right, because there's the res. Butcher now back in action, and a spray around the side for the 721 aggressors to find themselves that pickup for Elims.
But Lord Cedric is down on the back line.
And all three of their players are forwards. Looks like they want to put more emphasis onto getting that flush, making sure they earn that point for themselves. And every point does matter. That's what we were saying earlier. Three players from Black Esports, though, overwhelmed Jonas' position. Spidey, though, with an answer. However, there is Retribution. Up the top of the hill, though, it's Exotic still chiming into this fight. The smoke out towards them. They've lost Lord Cedric, but they can still pull Symphony back to his feet. But upgrade move in for a third party on the engagement, and then around the side, and Buzz is trying to ruin the day for Black Esports. They have to hold this sideline on the top ground as well. There's a lovely nade from Ozzy who's been devastating with them. Boss moves on in Ruzen, looks for the shot, but can't quite find it, and shotgun in tow, and that will be good for another. A nade from on the back lines of Molodoy looks to put a stopper on the Black Esports swell around the edge. Ramses as well, and they are putting so much pressure towards Black, but in the meantime, Exotic are back up to 3. They have invested so much to the south, they've forgotten about the top of the mountain.
Bidmus at 12k just annihilates him.
Oh no!
Down. What is that? Molodoy now has to pick up the slack, but is that before Exotic gets down towards his location? Ozzy bites into him like a bat.
Drawing blood. Time and time again, Molodoy left alone. Buzz isolated, cannot be picked up here. The drop down. Molodoy wants it, but he's not going to be allowed to. Denied entry to the fight. And Zentimus doing a lot of work for the squad in that engagement. Pulling single into being sneaky. Up around the corner, Daniel remaining quiet is spotted. One goes down, but there is the answer. Roy now will lock to stand. The name for Roy now is just a Molotov. And Zentimus has to push up to the rock. He'll be more than happy to do it. And that's the name they were looking for. Black still stays standing with 11 elims. They have got the position P90. The ball pops back and forth, but it's Ozzy to win. And it's Black Esports atop the hill. Don't look like they've got 4 players alive, but can they mount the top? This guy in the shotgun, but a forward position now. Baby tag with an all-to-do. Julian goes down. The off-angle, the second fuse. Can they come through with the second wave? It's a 3v2 towards the high ground. And Mambe and Payne have now not got the tempo forward. Black Esports don't need to watch out. And they've done so much work in this lobby. Then Payne, Symphony drops down. And a cacophony of bullets ring through the hills of Miramar. Black Esports all the way.
This is one of the fantastic game, by the way, but also one of those situations where I don't think you want to be right about that. In the qualifiers, it's a difficult spot to play, very, very open. Luckily, this time it's a little bit further east of San Martin, so you don't have that valley.
Being past, Minus Generalis looking for the roll down. Doesn't really know how to handle that one, and it will be a nice clean pickup for them. They should be able to find a second point as well. It's just down and bleeding out over the ridgeline from them. And no way. This is not ideal for them. Another knock and another flush coming through from Rex. 2 players rolling up on him, and they're struggling to find the shots, and he's landing his. They jump around the side, and it's still not connecting. Nobody's connecting, it seems, though, because they're going.
2 players still up and alive, and in they come. And we'll finish off the Malevolent Shrine that just occurred earlier, coming through from Domain.
Is that Nepex want to maintain as much ground as they can. That Molotov is beautiful. Over towards Igneous. Burns him down, and Rex is going to be happy with that one. An opener here on the defense. Trying to flow around the edge of the rock. Can they find an opener for rules in response? I don't think they can. They're not giving any information. Sure, they've lost Domain, but they still have 2 strong players on this east side.
Rex on a sliver HP there. In the meantime, RA still going strong. Action slowly losing players. Go getting decimated. Is that Upgrade just rocking up towards position? But Black Esports is not far behind. Instantly looking to capitalize on that third party. They have big damage on towards Sabian, and Simple is already fairly low. Nobody's going for one hell of an approach onto them. Not sure what he was thinking.
Domain's lighting up to the sideline. Sabian, the savior here for Simple. Domain just about avoiding, but that central stanchion, the pump action not good for it. And the rest of the team running on in. He was so committed to getting that flush.